Let's play a word game. This is basically what the whole thematic analysis process is, or what it can feel like at least. Today, we are going to generate our initial codes. Let's go back to the example I used in step 1 of the course. Like I said, topics and areas can be morphed into a code because they are synonyms within the context of this study. It is very important to consider context when it comes to qualitative data because what has a similar meaning in one study may not for another. Since this study is relating to education, I know that topics and areas are synonyms. They are words that describe what you learn in school. I am going to group these on a list of terms for a potential code. By the way, this is a platform called Milanote. This is what I use for tasks that require a little bit more sporadic brainstorming, but you can use Jamboard, Trello, Evernote, even Word or Google Docs if you would like. Whatever helps you get the task done. Okay, now I'm going to scroll through this interview and look for the highlighted words that are synonyms or similar to topics and areas. See where it says phonics? We wouldn't include this in our code for topics and areas because phonics is a subject you learn in school, but it does not have the same meaning as topics and areas. Remember, we are looking for words that are similar in definition only, in which the words can describe one another. So far, I can't find any words similar enough to topics or areas. Now I'm going to look at my other two interviews. Let's see if I can find any synonyms or similar words in this interview. Okay, so I found facts, which has a similar meaning to topics and areas. This may be hard to see at first, but facts has a similar meaning because it has to do with what you learn in school, and that's why it goes with this code. It doesn't have to have the same exact meaning, but it's similar. Now let's keep scrolling. I found subject, which is synonymous with topics and areas, so I'm going to add it to my list for this code. Okay, now I'm done scrolling through this interview. I'm going to go to my last one. We're just going to scroll and look for synonyms. Okay, I see the word concept, which can also be used for this code. So I think we have all our words. Now I'm going to go back to Milanote and I'll look at my terms. Okay, so I have topics, areas, facts, subject, and concept. Now I need to come up with a code that best encompasses all of these words. Like I said, these words are descriptions, not interpretations. So the code has to be synonymous with all of these words. It can be a word that appears in the study, but it doesn't always have to be. For me, the word that best encapsulates all of these words is subject matter. Now, I like to color code my codes, so we'll make this code yellow. Now, as you keep doing this, you'll notice that some of your codes will relate to each other. What I think you should do is that if you see codes that relate to one another, make those codes the same shade of whatever color you chose for the initial code. For example, if you have a code that relates to subject matter, you would make that code another shade of yellow. Now you know how to generate your initial codes for thematic analysis.